नमस्कार दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका के न्यूज़ 24/7 में। तो चलिए देखते हैं आज की हेडलाइंस। इन महाराष्ट्र, पॉलिटिक्स हैज ऑलवेज बीन फैमिली बिजनेस। Last week, NCB Chief Sharad Pawar appointed his daughter Supriya Sool and Praful Patel as working president. More than 3 decades ago, when elemental journalist Varunaraja Bhide wrote how only a handful of families control Maharashtra politics, what he perhaps implied is that dynasty is bound to grow at all levels in the state. Bhide wrote there are more than 100 such families which are related through marriages and have been dominating Maharashtra politics through various sectors including cooperatives. Last week, when Sharad Pawar appointed his daughter Supriya Sool and Praful Patel as working president of the National Congress Party NCP, it surprised none. The NCB Red Power creates these roles just to accommodate the two leaders, but it is seen as a move that clears the path for Sool to be the next party president. More than the working president, Sool's real elevation lies in being appointed as in charge of Maharashtra and the head of the Central Election Authority, the body responsible for selecting party nominees during upcoming Lok Sabha polls. Sool, a three-time Lok Sabha MP along with her cousin Ajit Pawar, is among the front-runners to be the apparent of Sharad Pawar with the latest announcement. 82-year-old Pawar Senior has of the time being put rest the debate over who will succeed him. IPS veterans suspect political interference in Brij Bhushan Singh investigation. Several retired IPS officers have accused Delhi police of comprising the investigation into the assault charges against the outgoing Wrestling Federation of India chief and BJP parliamentarian Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, suggesting political interference is a likely reason. They have cited Sports Minister Anurag Thakur's statement that the proof would be completed by June 15. Politary and the IPS Association must be shocked to hear from Sports Minister. The charge sheet will be filed by June 15 in wrestler's case. Even PM does not have any over investigation. ACC2, CRPC, CP Delhi is silent. Political control police, no proof required. Yashovardhan Azad, who served as Special Director in the Intelligence Bureau, tweeted. Delhi police report to the Union Home Ministry after meeting the protesting wrestlers who are demanding Singh's immediate arrest on Wednesday. Thakur had said, I had a long 6-hour discussion with the wrestlers who have assured them the proof will be completed by June 15 as the charge sheet will be submitted. Following the assurance, the wrestlers said they had agreed to halt their process for a week, but their agitation was not over yet. Statement made by the sports minister speaks volume about the way the police have so far handled this serious case. Who is the minister to speak on the congress of the case and say when a charge sheet would be filed? It shows clear political interference, a former CBI director told the Telegraph. Union Home Minister Amit Shah's Chennai visit was more political than official. With a few months left for the 2024 parliamentary election, the visit of Union Home Minister Amit Shah to Chennai on Saturday and Sunday was more political than official as he interacted with personalities from various fields to build his party in the state. Amit Shah reached Chennai late on Saturday and according to party sources had a meeting with industrialists at the hotel in which he stayed in Guindy. He had also met a couple of film personalities such as GP Prakash director RK Selavani, sports personalities such as basketball player Anita Poldari and hockey player V. Bhaskaran Party. Sources close to the development said that Shah held discussion with a couple of right-wing social media influencers to increase the party presence in the state both physically and cyberspace. Shah also held a brief meeting with Minister of State for Fisheries L. Murugan V.K. Singh, MOS for Civil Aviation, and with the state BJP chief K. Analamai at the hotel. Unlike in the past, Shah, instead of visiting Governor R.N. Ravi, spoke to him over phone on Sunday morning, a sign that his visit was more political than official. CM orders state-level proof into health issue due to water contamination. Chief Minister Siddharth Maya on Monday directed Chief Secretary Vandita Sharma to conduct an investigation into cases of death and health issues caused by consumption of contaminated water across the state. His direction came during his review meeting with the district administration heads on drinking water and implementation of the Jal Jeevan mission here. Investigate wherever including Kopal district death and health issues have been reported. He said 2% in Kopal and 1% in Raichur died after consuming contaminated water recently. Chief Secretary informed him that the inquiry is underway locally and another team is being sent from Bengaluru to ascertain the reason. The guilty will be identified after the investigation and action will be taken, she added. Yoga Week from June 14. GUV asked state varieties to promote yoga in Water Balkham. Governor Ananiben Patel, who is also the chancellor of the state universities, asked all the varsity authorities to prepare for the upcoming International Yoga Day celebration on June 21 and make a strong claim to create a world record. Haryana CM Manohar Lal announces monthly pension of Rs 10,000 for Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan awards for state. Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal today announced a monthly pension of 10,000 rupees for the Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan awardees of the state beside free travel facility in Volvo buses of the state government. The Chief Minister made this announcement during his visit to Karnal today while interacting with the media person. In reply to a query, Chief Minister Manohar Lal said that the writer Manoj Muntashir and his team had met him on source from assistant regarding the film Adipurush. Film is releasing on 16 June, before which is a decision will be taken after due consideration, added the Chief Minister. Manipur CM N. Biren Singh says Centre State Government working to restore peace, normalcy. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh on Monday said both the central and state government are tirelessly working to restore peace and normalcy in the state. Singh, accompanied by his full-strength cabinet colleagues and supporting MLAs, held a press conference at the CM Darbar Hall today, sending a resolute message about the stability of his government. He emphasized that Prime Minister Narendra Modi had already assured the prevention of the state integrity. Amid criticism of the central government, the CM stressed that his government maintains daily contact with PM Modi. Furthermore, he proudly said that for the first time in history, a Union Home Minister had stayed in the state for 3 consecutive days and worked from there. UNESCO chief says US plan to rejoin in July. The United Nations Cultural and Scientific Agency has announced that the United States plans to rejoin and pay more than $600 million in black dues after a decade-long dispute sparked by the organization move to include Palestine as a member. UNESCO Director General Audrey Azoulay informed ambassadors of the member states of the US decision in a special meeting on Monday. Biparjoy, India state on alert over extremely severe cyclone. Biparjoy, a cyclone over the Arabian Sea, is predicted to move towards the state coastline in the next 2 days. Heavy rains and high tides have been forecast in several coast districts in the state. People have been told to avoid visiting beaches and fishermen have been asked to not go out into the sea. Indian Meteorological Department said on Monday that the cyclonic storm was likely to move northwards until 14 June and then move north or northeastward and cross Saurashtra and Kutch, adjoining Pakistan coast between Mandvi, Gujarat and Karachi, Pakistan by noon of 15 June. It added that the storm could have a maximum sustained wind speed of 125 to 135 km per hour, 77 to 84 meter per hour, and could go up to 150 km per hour. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari lays foundation stone of 10 national highway projects worth more than Rs 8,415 crore in UP. Union Minister for Road Transport and Highway Nitin Gadkari laid the foundation stone of 10 national highway projects worth more than 8,415 crore in Uttar Pradesh today. The minister mentioned that under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the government is committed to creating a new path of the progress through national highway in Uttar Pradesh. 5 national highway projects worth Rs 2,200 crore rupees are in the Pratapgarh region, while 5 projects worth Rs 6,215 crore rupees are in the Diroi region of state. Chief Minister of the Uttar Pradesh Yogi Adityanath was also present on the occasion. Mr. Gadkari said that with the widening of 43 km of national highway, 330 from Pratapgarh to Sultanpur being constructed at a cost of Rs 1,290 crore rupees, the travel time from Prayagraj to Pratapgarh via Ayodhya will be reduced. He informed that the work of construction of the proposed 14 km bypass in Pratapgarh at a cost of 309 crore rupees will also begin soon. Delhi no bike taxis allowed in national capital for now, rules Supreme Court. The Supreme Court on Thursday put on hold the Delhi High Court order that effectively allowed bike taxi aggregators Uber and Rapido to operate without aggregator license till the final policy has been notified by the Delhi government. Earlier this year, the Delhi Transport Department had issued a public notice that bike taxis are not allowed in the capital, that an app-based aggregators that are running personal bikes as taxis in the violation of the Motor Vehicles Act will have to stop the service, else there will be a fine up to rupees 1 lakh. 29 crore calls handled by National Emergency Response Helpline 112 so far. About 29 crore calls have been handled till now by the Emergency Response Support System ERSS National Helpline 112 official said on Monday. As initiative under the Nirbhay funds, the ERSS is pan-India's single number for citizen in emergency established across state and union territories last year. Ukraine denounces Russian MH17 rambling conspiracy theory at UN court. Lawyers of Ukraine at the top UN court on Monday rejected Russia's account of the downing of MH17 as a conspiracy theory in a case alleging Moscow backed separatists in eastern Ukraine in 2014 and discriminates against ethnic Tatars in Crimea. Kyiv says that Moscow violated a UN anti-terrorism threat by equipping and funding pro-Russian forces, including militaries who shot down Malaysian Airlines flight MH17, killing all 298 passengers and crew in 2014. Last November, a Dutch court convicted two Russians and Ukrainian separatists in absentia for their role in the downing of the airline and sentenced them to life in prison. It found for Russia had overall control over the separatist forces. Russia at the time rejected the decision by the Dutch court last week in hearings before the International Court of Justice, also known as the World Court. Russia and Ukraine MH17 case was based on nonsense and offered a host of alternative explanations for what happened. Child 11 dies after losing consciousness on flight from Istanbul to New York. An 11-year-old child died after losing consciousness on board a Turkish airline flight en route to New York from Istanbul, New York Post reported. Flight TK003 was carrying the child who became ill after boarding at Istanbul airport on Monday morning. Local media claims that the cabin crew administered first aid to the child before a doctor who happened to be on board performed CPR. The flight then made an emergency landing in Budapest, Hungary at about 10:30 am, where an ambulance was on hand to transport the child and his family to the hospital. The painful story of India's rice-loving elephant. In just over a month, a wild elephant in India has been captured twice, tranquilized multiple times and relocated over 280 km (173 miles) away from its native forest in a bid to keep it away from human settlements in search of food. Arikomambam, rice tusker in the Malayalam language, named for its raids on the local shop for rice, has been relocated in the southern states of Kerala and Tamil Nadu even as authorities grapple to secure a permanent habitat. The elephant has also been at the center of legal battles and debate on animal rights. Kerala Arikobam has become a symbol of resilience in the face of injustice, says activist Sridevi S. Khartha. Events have shown how brutal the process of translocation can be for an elephant, she told the BBC. It has sparked the consciousness of people in the state. Earlier this year, a group of local near Arikomamban original habitat Chinnakanal in Kerala Idukki district demanded his relocation after frequent run-ins with human led to protest. Officials say the elephant has killed several people over the years, a claim refuted by local tribal communities. Powerful cyclone Biparjoy likely to hit Gujarat on June 15, villages to be evacuated. The Indian Meteorological Department on Monday issued an orange alert for coastal areas along the northwest as Biparjoy rapidly intensified into a severe cyclone storm. Efforts are underway to mitigate the impact of the approaching cyclone in the coastal districts through evacuation of people and suspension of activities in port areas. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a meeting to review the situation and directed officials to take every possible measure to ensure evacuation of people living in vulnerable locations. Trains cancelled. Gujarat coast on alert ahead of cyclone Biparjoy. India is on toes as its basis for cyclone Biparjoy, which is expected to make landfall in Kutch on June 15. Warning has been issued for heavy rainfall in Maharashtra, Kutch, and Gujarat region on June 15 and 16. Fishermen have been advised not to venture out into the sea. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired a high-level meeting on Monday wherein he directed the officials to ensure safe evacuation of people from vulnerable location to safe areas. ऐसी और न्यूज़ को जानने के लिए जुड़े रहिए के न्यूज़ 24/7 के साथ।